Thank you, Harrison. You wanted to see his great hair, huh? You wanted to, hey, look, that's patriotic, Harrison. We love it. It's President's Day, Sal. I think his face is like 10 shades of red right now. I talked about this at the beginning of the hour, and I said, think about that steak that you had one time that was made in a cast iron skillet, and it was just seared, beautiful. It had that brown on it, and you were just like, oh, cast iron is so amazing. It just makes everything taste better. But all these years, right, forever and ever, great grandma, grandma, mom, everybody, us, you have a cast iron skillet, but you baby it, you have to season it, you can't put it in the dishwasher, and it was always just black, right? Just one color cast iron skillet. Well, it's 2022. Kitchen HQ said, why can't I take the cast iron and made it non-stick? What if I could tell you could put it in the dishwasher, you can put it in the oven, and I'm gonna give you gorgeous colors? We would say, yes, please, and thank you. Not only that, I have two different sizes. We have either the 10-inch or, oh, this big old mamma jamma, the big old 12-inch. So these are your two choices first, or pick up one of each. You're gonna pick your size, and then you're gonna pick your color. So let me go through the colors over here. We do have black. If you love a traditional black cast iron skillet, we have that. We also have it available in a beautiful blue. We have it in a gorgeous teal, a teal colored cast iron skillet. Here it is in the black. And look at this, I have never before in my life seen a rose colored cast iron skillet, and we have it available in the gorgeous red. So pick your size, 10-inch or 12-inch. You see the two different prices there. Everything's on 5 Flex. Both of those are available for that. It is a smart deal, which means this is a limited time opportunity. Those prices will disappear once the smart deal disappears. And it's a customer pick. Please read the reviews of people that have already got it home, cooked in it. We know cast iron for baking and frying and everything in between. It'll be the one you continue to go on and one you'll carry over to other people, your children, your grandchildren. It's a cast iron. It's everything we love of that. Let's do some cooking. John Florell, of course, our Kitchen HQ gentleman, is going to be showing us everything from breakfast to lunch to dinner to dessert. We're doing it with the cast iron.
Yeah, it is breakfast time, Tina.
Yes.
And we've got some bacon that we did. I made up some toast. And here's what I think you're going to love most about our cast iron from Kitchen HQ. It has a non-stick finish inside, which means if you think about all of those cast iron pans from the past, the ones that grandma passed down, maybe grandfather passed down, those you had to season. They would rust if you ever got them wet. So when you cleaned them up afterwards, you had to oil them down every time. What we've done at Kitchen HQ is taken all of the hassle out of cast iron and created a skillet that is just as heavy. These are solid cast iron skillets, okay? But the nonstick inside is absolutely second to none. Now, these have pour spouts on either side. I'm pouring these eggs out onto the plate here. I got to tell you, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but we can't just stop with that. Here, I'm going to give it a little bit of a test for us, okay? I've got some hash browns that I'm going to throw in here. We're going to make a quick hash brown casserole for you. And while this is cooking down, in fact, here, let me do this. I'm going to throw some jalapenos. At home, this is the best part about this. You don't have to worry about any of the acidity from any of the vegetables or fruits or your proteins that you're putting in here. I can even throw cheese right over the top of our hash brown casserole. I'm going to do some grated cheese over the top. And while that's cooking down, I'm going to move up. In fact, here, let me flip these over real quick. We've got some burgers going for lunch already. And here's what I think you're going to love about this. It's edge to edge, even heating, okay? No matter what type of stovetop that you have or cooktop, whether it's induction, electric, gas, it doesn't matter. You can use cast iron out on the barbecue, over an open fire. They're oven safe. You can put them in the oven and bake in them. Here, now let me throw some cheese on these for you guys for lunch. We're gonna do some cheeseburgers. I'm gonna melt this cheese down on here for a reason. And if these get a little bit overdone, Tina, don't worry, I'm overdoing them on purpose, okay? Because once you see how easy our Kitchen HQ cast iron cleans, it's like, this is gonna become your favorite skillet in the kitchen. Now, I'm gonna move up here to our steaks because this is why everybody loves cast iron.
Yep.
It's that searing heat, okay? You can get cast iron searing hot, You can cook with them medium. You can cook with them on low heat as well. But here's why I think you're going to love these. It's the sear. It's that beautiful browning of those steaks. You can do your most beautiful steaks in our cast iron like this, but you can also get creative. Do things with cast iron that you've never thought of doing before. Here, I'm going to throw some vegetables in here. We're going to finish off these steaks with some vegetables. I love bell peppers for color, but I got to tell you, cast iron, it kind of has a little bit of a genre to it, you know? Cast iron's been around for a very long time. And by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, Tina, I've got some teriyaki sauce. I'm going to do a teriyaki steak. But this is something that on any traditional cast iron pan, you wouldn't even think about doing. A sticky teriyaki sauce right in the cast iron pan. And I tell you, my first experience with cast iron was when I was a kid. My grandfather took me up to Lake of the Woods up in Minnesota on a fishing trip. We took the boat out into the lake. We caught a mess of walleyes, and then we went to shore. He had a cast iron skillet in his fishing boat. We pulled it out, did a fish fry on the shore, shore lunch, the best walleye I think I've ever had in my life, and it was done in cast iron. But his pan didn't have the nonstick, didn't have this technology. And I'll tell you, once you use them for the first time, Tina, you may throw away every other piece of cookware you have.
Well,
I mean, these are heavy, heavy cast iron skillets, okay? You can remember back in the old days, the wagon trains traveling from the East Coast all the way through the Rocky Mountains out west, and those cast iron skillets banging on the back of the chuck wagon. This is the same technology, hundreds of years old, but what Kitchen HQ has done is created that non-stick finish that makes these second to none. It gives you that same flavor, the same durability, the same consistent cooking as a traditional cast iron, but now you never have to worry about anything sticking. The cleanup is a breeze.
That's what I was trying to say, John, is that we have those core memories of like the best meal we ever had, the way grandma used to make it, the way our dad used to cook. You know, I mean, whatever your core memory that goes into cast iron, it's because that was the best food. But in 2022, we want them nonstick, we want them dishwasher safe, and we want to be able to use it on our induction. That's a huge, gigantic deal. If people have switched over to induction, usually you have to start all over with your pots and your pans. This is induction friendly. 2 sizes, so let's start there. My 12-inch is my most popular right now. And when I picked this up earlier, I probably need to hit the gym again. And when I said, ooh, this is heavy duty mamma jamma, I mean, this is true cast iron. Hear it? True cast iron. The only big difference in this is that it's that non-stick. It was genius to add these 2 things together. Everything we love of the cast iron without all of the hard way of having to season it, baby it, you know, cleaning it. You know, the cast iron, we loved it, but you thought twice about pulling it out because the cleaning portion of it was so hard. 12-inch, or you can do it in a 10-inch. Those are your first 2 choices. So whatever it is, if it's a bigger family, smaller family, whatever you usually like to cook in here, I would say go 12-inch because you can't go bigger in the 10, but you can cook smaller amounts in a 12. On this price, on a smart deal, if you did a 12-inch on a 5 flex, that's $5.39. If you do the 10-inch on a flex pay, it's $4.79. So first choice, pick your size. The second choice is pick your color. That's another thing we weren't getting in cast iron. Now, if you love their traditional all black in the cast iron, we still have it. But Kitchen HQ said, oh, do you want red? Do you want a red cast iron? We have that. Do you want it in a gorgeous, beautiful blush pink color? You can have it. There's the traditional black. We have it in teal and in a blue because our kitchens now are colorful. We show personality. And by the way, a smart deal absolutely means it is a short time availability. So I do, John, you were talking about being a customer pick. I pulled some of the reviews from Texas. Finally, a cast iron pan that is truly non-stick. I got the red, made a cheesy omelet, and nothing stuck. Cleanup is a breeze. From Alabama, very heavy, durable skillet. Have been well satisfied with everything I've cooked in it. From Ohio, this is the best pre-seasoned cast iron skillet I have ever had. And John, that's probably going to be one of the questions we have about pre-season.
Yep, you do not have to season these. They come pre-seasoned. In fact, because of the nonstick, you don't have to season these. You never have to worry about them rusting. They're dishwasher safe. I mean, iron rusts, right? That's why those old cast iron pans, we had to season them with oil and you had to store them that way. You never have to worry about it with our Kitchen HQ. I've got a couple pieces of salmon here. I'm going to put these skin side down on a searing hot pan. You're going to see these. You'll see them actually shrink up on the pan when they hit. You can hear the sizzle, okay? I'm going to let those go for a second, but here's something that you probably would never do. In fact, if you did this with any other cast iron skillet, you would never be able to use it again. You'd have to throw it away. Lemon juice, the acidity would just tear apart the finish of any other cast iron skillet. If it doesn't have the nonstick here, I'm going to throw some dill on here for some color, some beautiful dill. Look at that. And look at this. Here's the best part. That skin is down on that cast iron skillet, but look, it slides around like butter. Nothing sticks to our Kitchen HQ cast iron. By the way, I'm going to show you real quick this cleanup, and then I got to show you the oven safe features, because you can literally cook on any surface with our Kitchen HQ cast iron. Look at this. These steaks are beautifully done, seared on the bottom with that teriyaki seasoning. I put that teriyaki in there for a reason, to show you the nonstick. When it comes time to cleanup, listen, you won't find
Oh my goodness,
a better
John.
way to clean. Watch this. Here, let me turn this off so
Look
I
at
don't
that
take all the
steak.
hair off my arm. I'm going to pour this out
Veggies.
over the steaks. And look how that releases from
yeah.
our beautiful cast iron nonstick skillet. When it comes time to clean up, a damp cloth does the job. Look at this. I mean,
Look at that.
everything comes clean. You don't even need a dishwasher. I mean, it's absolutely the best when it comes to cleanup. And here, I've got these this casserole going back here. I'm
I was
going to
about to say,
flip
don't
this
forget
real
your
quick because
burgers.
it's starting to brown. And Tina, I did something special. Yesterday, I went out on the grill. I've got one of those pellet smoking grills out back. And I took our 10-inch. I put some cornbread together for you and made a smoked cornbread
Oh my goodness.
in cast iron. It doesn't get any better than this, but look at this. This was done on the grill at 350 degrees to bake it and smoke it. And look,
Nothing.
the cleanup is nothing. I mean, it just comes right out of there. But you want to talk about tender, beautiful, moist cornbread with that smoky goodness. You can do it with your cast iron skillets. Here's the large, and I've never seen a cast iron skillet. I think we're the only ones in the world that have one in this rose color. Isn't that beautiful? You can do your baking right in the oven safe to like 500 degrees. This is if you love pizza, check this out, Tina. You can make homemade pizza. That 12-inch is a better size if you like homemade pizza. You can do them in the 10-inch, but the 12-inch is a much better size. Back here in the oven, I'm going to pull this out. You got to see this. Oven safe.
So it's oven safe up to
beautiful
550.
Homemade pizza. You can do, even if you buy the boxed pizza, you can do that too. But the way these come out, let me slide this out of here.
By the way, while John is doing this, let me reiterate. Steak, veggie, salmon, burgers, breakfast, eggs. We did cornbread, cinnamon rolls, and we just did a pizza. All in a cast iron, all nonstick, went in the oven, and at the end, dishwasher safe. It's everything you love about a cast iron, but with all the convenience that we want out of a cast iron. Look at me, I have a beautiful kind of breakfast with like biscuits and some peaches and some blueberries. Ooh, could you imagine doing some fried chicken in your new cast iron? Oh, that is just like the best kind of fried chicken, right? It's just crispier, it just tastes better. I am so excited for you to get this home.